Music is an escape from reality. So when I'm sad, I don't have to deal with all this pain. Now I don't feel emotion anyway, because I hid it all away. Conceal emotions never show you how I feel. Concealed emotions, this is the only way I deal. Concealed emotions never show you how I feel. Concealed emotions, this is the only way I deal. Concealed emotions never show you how I feel. Concealed emotions, this is the only way I deal. Keep it hidden inside of me, never, never let it go now. Keep it hidden inside me, I feel no emotion now. I'm going about the ways I need to go about in this world, but nobody even cares or even wants to feel. Concealed emotions never show you how I feel. Concealed emotions, this is the only way I deal. Concealed emotions never show you how I feel. Concealed emotions, this is the only way I deal. Concealed emotions never show you how I feel. Concealed emotions, this is the only way I deal. Concealed emotions never show you how I feel. Concealed emotions, this is the only way I deal. The next one, I think a couple of you, most of you have heard of this one already. It's a classic. It's called Hold 'Em Back. I'm going to start up the beat. Get this back. You might want to turn up the beat a little bit. This one's a little quiet. Why do certain people hold back? Why do certain people do things they know they shouldn't do? No, they shouldn't do. If you know you love someone, you should spend all the time with that someone. With that someone. And I know some people that keep on holding back. They just won't accept it. They just won't accept it. Why do you keep holding back? Why do you deny your feelings for someone? Feelings for someone. It makes people feel sad. It makes people feel lonely, like they have nothing in this world. You gotta stop doing this to people's hearts. It makes them feel confused and they just can't understand it. You're messing with so many strings, you're just gonna lose him. And you'll cry on your bed, but only be your fault. So don't play a game that you just can't understand. You just can't understand the consequences. You'll never escape it. You'll never be free unless you accept it. Why do you keep holding back? Why do you deny your feelings for someone? Feelings for someone. It makes people feel sad. It makes people feel lonely, like they have nothing in this world. Normally, most people would probably turn off the song at this point, but this is actually an interlude that carries on to the next part, so just bear with me. Why do you keep holding back? Why do you deny your feelings for someone? Feelings for someone. It makes people feel sad. It makes people feel lonely, like they have nothing in this world. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Thank you very much. No applause needed. I got a next one. This is the one I've been saving just for the right moment, since it's April. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're just too shy to say it. We all know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. Hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Ooh, give you up. Ooh, ooh, give you up. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're just too shy to say it. We all know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. Hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie. those people that don't know, you just got rickrolled. Okay, I'm gonna do my original this time. I just thought it'd be funny to do that because nobody's done it yet. Especially in April. This beat's fire. This song's fire. Never take the pain away. All you wanna do is leave and not stay. But now all the pain is in the past tense. Never will last then. Never take the pain away. All you wanna do is leave and not stay. But now all the pain is in the past tense. Never will last then. All this pain away, all this pain will stay, but now I feel a raise in my self-esteem, even though there be no team. Now leave me be. Never take the pain away, all you wanna do is leave and not stay, but now all the pain is in the past tense. Never will last then. Never take the pain away, all you wanna do is leave and not stay, but now all the pain is in the past tense. Never will last then. You think you don't need me in this world, but now you're on your own, all alone with no one to hold, with no one to hold. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, that's how I roll. Never take the pain away, all you wanna do is leave and not stay, but now all the pain is in the past tense. Never will last then. Never take the pain away, all you wanna do is leave and not stay, but now all the pain is in the past tense. Never will last then. Never take the pain away, all you wanna do is leave and not stay, but now all the pain is in the past tense. Never will last then. Can I do one more? No? Okay. I wasn't sure how much I got to do. I guess that's it then. If anyone wants autographs, I'll be signing after the show.
Can I talk? Gotta debate the thoughts that it was okay, and then I guess not. I hope you know this is your fault. I hope you feel bad when you go to sleep. I hope you feel bad when you sad when you remember me. I hope you feel bad for all you did to me. I hope you lie there in your misery. Hey little girl, you never believe there's a ghost inside of you, but it's heading too deep. Hey little girl, you never imagine, get a little older, you get abandoned. Hey little girl, you know smoking kills, but you don't really care cause you love how it feels. Hey little girl, you're falling apart, but you don't really care cause they broke your heart. Fighting for that I lost. It's my time to show who's boss. Waiting in the dark too long. I got this now, so just stay strong. You won't believe until I'm up on stage. You make me bleed when you don't get your way. You're scared when you remember me. Hope you lie there in your misery. Hey little girl, you never believe there's a ghost inside of you, but it's heading too deep. Hey little girl, you never imagine, get a little older, you get abandoned. Hey little girl, you know smoking kills, but you don't really care, cause you love how it feels. Hey little girl, you're falling apart, but you don't really care, cause they broke your heart. Been in and out of recovery. I can remember when I could hardly breathe. Sat in the mirror thinking to myself, couldn't get any clear what I'm doing to myself. Been in and out of recovery. I can remember when I could hardly breathe. Sat in the mirror thinking to myself, couldn't even clear what I'm doing to myself. Hey, little girl, you never believe there's a ghost inside of you heading too deep. Hey, little girl, you never imagine get a little older, you get abandoned. Hey, little girl, you know smoking kills, but you don't really care cause you love how it feels. Hey, little girl, you're falling apart, but you don't really care cause they broke your heart. But you don't really care cause they broke your heart. Hey, little girl, you never believe there's a ghost inside of you, but it's heading too deep. Hey, little girl, you never imagine get a little older, you get abandoned. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been playing hard. They said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. See the sign, like a sinking vine, sing my heart across the line. If there's a flashing sign, sing it out with face I find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the word is sold, just doing what we're told. And I feel something so wrong, and doing the right thing. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I couldn't lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel like bit. But baby, lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been playing hard. They say no more counting dollars, we be counting stars. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been playing hard. They said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. That's right, feel this love and I feel it burn down the river every turn. Hope this is a forever. Take that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the word is sold, just doing what we're told. And I feel something so wrong and doing the right thing. I couldn't lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been playing hard. They said no more counting dollars, we be counting stars. But lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been playing hard. They said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. There will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Ole, O light, O Lord. Ole, O light, ole, O Lord. He will tear your city down. Ole, O light, O Lord. There will come a poet whose weapon is his words. He will slay you with his tongue. Ole, O light, O Lord. Ole, O light, ole, O Lord. He will slay you with his tongue. Ole, O light, O Lord. There will come a ruler whose sprouted in thorns. Spill more like David's boy. Ole, O light, O Lord. Ole, O light, ole, O Lord. Stirs oil like David's boy. Ole, O light, O Lord. Ole, O light, ole, O Lord. He will tear your city down. Ole, O light, O Lord. Ole, O Lord. O Lord. In the light of the day, in the dark of the night, wherever to go, when you're tired from the fight, when you're losing your mind, let me give you a thought. I'm gonna be right by your side no matter what. In the dark of the night, in the light of the day, when you love the shine, when you're hitting the hay, you love the song. You'll give you right by your side no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. No matter what. I'm gonna be. No matter what. No matter what. No matter what. I'm gonna be right by your side. I'm gonna be right by your side no matter what. In the night, in the light of the day, when you're ready to die, when it hits my head. Just just remember this song. Gotta be right by your side no matter what. Whoever you've been, whoever you be, whoever you lose, you always have me. At the end of your road, I'll be holding you tight. 'Cause I'm gonna be right by your side no matter what. Be right by your side, be right by your side. I'm gonna be by your side no matter what. I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when I told her what you'd done? She said, be careful with that one, love. You will do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenses. You built me palaces on a paragraph. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me, scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. But when you were mine, the world seemed to burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed, and clearing your name, you've ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when I told her what you've done? She said, you've married an Icarus. He has flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences bordered on senseless. You and your paranoid in every paragraph. How they perceive you. You. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Liza reacted when you broke her heart. You've torn it all away, I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no rights in my heart. In our bed, they don't get to know what I said. The memories, burning the letters in my heart. Redeem I hope that you
Well, everybody can pretty much remember what was going on about 3 years ago. This place was closed, we had lockdowns, we had a pandemic going on. I got furloughed from work, so I was at home 24 hours, 7 days a week. It was kind of a shock to my wife. But I can recall that several times I'd wake up in the morning and she was lovingly protecting me from COVID by holding that pillow over my face. And that's when I started drinking pretty heavy. I figured out real quick that one good way to keep from touching your face was to have a beer in each hand. Yeah. All right, well, remember back in the day that you used to cough, to kind of cover yourself from passing gas? Well, during COVID, we actually farted to cover our coughs. And I know that all the nail salons and hair salons and waxing centers and tanning centers and all that stuff were all closed. It got ugly pretty quick. Things got so bad, I went back home and I talked to my mom and asked her if the slap me into next year thing was still going on. Health officials all lied to us, and they said that all we needed was a mask and gloves and we could safely go to the grocery store, so I did, but found out everybody else was wearing clothes. The shutdown pretty much put a damper on comedy for a long time because nobody walked into a bar. speaking of that, two guys walked into a bar, and the third guy ducked in time. Amnesiac goes into a bar and walks up to a beautiful blonde and says, "Do I come here often?" Screwdriver rolls into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." And Screwdriver says, "You have a drink named Philip?" Weasel walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Wow, I've never seen a weasel before. What can I get you?" Pop goes the weasel. Guy walks into a bar with a chunk of asphalt under his arm and asks for a couple of beers and one for the road. Two jumper cables walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, I'll serve you a drink, but don't you start anything." Two conspiracy theories walk into a bar, and you can't tell me that was just a coincidence, man. Woman is sitting in a bar telling a bartender she wants her, this is kind of a murderous type thing, but a woman sitting in a bar telling the bartender she just hates her ex-husband and his girlfriend. She hates them. She wants them dead, and she's just complaining, and a guy from the other end of the bar comes up and says, "Hey, let me introduce myself. My name is Artie. I'm an out-of-work hitman." He said, "I could take care of that husband or ex-husband and girlfriend thing for you." She says, "Well, I'm an out-of-work hitman, and I'd like to get back into the business." She says, "I can't afford to put a contract on him." He says, "You know what? I want to get back in. I've been out of work. I'll do it for $1. So he says, "Okay." So she gives him $1 and tells him that her ex-husband and his girlfriend would go to Coburn's every Thursday to get groceries. So Artie's in the parking lot when they show up to get groceries, and as they come out and open up the trunk, Artie goes up behind the ex-husband and strangles him and throws him in the trunk. Strangles the girlfriend, throws her in the trunk, slams the trunk down, and drives away. You know what the Morrison County Record said the next week? Artie chokes $2 for $1 at Coburn's. All right, so I can't get out of here without at least telling a couple of Ole and Lena jokes, or Ole and Sven jokes. So I drove by Ole's place this morning, and I saw a sign out in front that said "Boat for Sale." So I went up to the door, and I said, "Hey, Ole," I saw the sign, said "Boat for Sale," but all I saw was your tractor and hay baler. And he says, "Ja, der boat for sale." Ole came home from work to his apartment in Lena one night. He was just mad. He was so mad. Lena, "Ole, what's wrong?" He says, "Oh, that's Sven. He thinks he's such a hot guy. He says he slept with every woman in this whole building except for one." And she says, "Yeah, I think that was that snooty Mrs. Johnson upstairs." All right, everybody remember that Jason Chalmers is coming on April 15th, so make sure that you're here.
We got a few songs here for you tonight. This one is Unknown Legend by Neil Young.
Just
Thank you very much. Thank you. We got one called Jenny Jenny. Jenny Jenny, who can I turn to? Give me something that I can hold on to. I know you think I like the others before. Who saw your name and number on the wall? Jenny, I got your number. I need to make you mine. Jenny, don't change that number. 8675309. 8675309. That's right, it's 8675309. 8675309. Jenny, Jenny, you're the girl for me. But you don't know me, but you make me so happy. I tried to call you before, but I lost my nerve. I tried my imagination, but I was disturbed. Jenny, I got your number. I need to make you mine. Jenny, don't change that number. 8675309. 8675309. You got it. 8675309. 8675309. I got it. I got it. I got your number on the wall. I got it for a good time call. You got it, 8675309. 8675309. Everybody, 8675309. 8675309. 5309. What's her area code? 8675309. Thank you very much. An oldie but a goodie. All right, this one nobody knows, but it's in honor of our mother, my grand, his real, and it's called Picture on the Wall. There's an old faded picture on the wall. It's been hanging there since many years ago. It's a picture of my mother, and I know there is no other who can take the place of mother on the wall. On the wall, on the wall. How I love that dear old picture on the wall. Years are swiftly passing by, and I bow my head and cry, for I know I'll meet my mother after all. Now the children all have scattered, all have gone, and I have a little family of my own. And I know I love them well, more than any tongue can tell. And I hold that dear old picture on the wall. On the wall, on the wall. How I lost that dear old mother years ago. There is none to whom with troubles I can go. As my guitar makes this chord, I'm praying to the Lord, and I hold that dear old picture on the wall. On the wall, on the wall. How I love that dear old picture on the wall. Years are swiftly passing by, and I bow my head and cry, for I know I'll meet my mother after all. For I know I'll meet my mother after all. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna leave you with one last song. This one is called Pancho and Lefty. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna make you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, and your guts as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sink into your dreams. Well, Lefty, he can sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Kindness, I suppose. Well, Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. But Pancho met his match, you know, on the desert down in Mexico. Nobody heard him die a word. Well, that's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Well, poets tell how Pancho fell, and Lefty's living in a cheap motel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold. So the story ends, we're told. But Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. But save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. 7'4", but now he's growing old. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. A few brave federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. Thank you very much, Son and Father.
Michael used to sign up every Thursday. He'd like to sing here in the worst way. That's just what he did with his guitar. I'm glad he's not afraid to share his feelings, but his songs are too revealing. It's pure torture to sit through his repertoire. Well, open mic, writes songs that no one likes, and the stories just go on and on and on. We came here to hear our friends, but his confessions, they never end. It's another long, long night of open mic. He'll tell you all about his operations, tax returns in Iowa vacations, as he struggles through his weekly sing-along. He doesn't care about rhythm meter or time. It doesn't matter if the words don't match, long as he can spill his guts out in a song. We'll open mic, write songs that no one likes, and the stories just go on and on and on. We came here to hear our friends, but his confessions, they never end. It's another long, long night of open mic. One night he heard us laughing, and as he headed towards the door, he said, "Now, he won't have Mike McMichaels to kick around anymore." Michael disappeared for a month of Sundays. Then he just showed up one day, and we all felt real bad for what we had done. He sang a new song about the music business, and a darn good one about forgiveness, and a third one that went straight to number one. We'll open mic, wrote a song that millions liked. Now his royalties go on and on and on and on and on. We were laughing with our friends, but the last laugh, in the end, will be the copyrights. Oh, my. Thank you. This is called Cheers to You. I wrote this during the pandemic, and it was just kind of about missing people. He used to dream so loud above the cloud, where he said they can really come true. I raise my glass and say cheers to you. Thank you. Came up with this. I got old and I wasn't looking. I passed me by and he was a cooking. Feels like I am circling the tree. Always waiting on the day they would come and serve. I hear it all the time now. I despise that word. Feels like I am circling the tree. Can't remember squat. I got CRS. Ain't so funny now. Time's so lonely. Don't feel it all, but tell those aches and pains. Feels like I am circling the drain. Comes a time when all that bitching really doesn't matter when I'm not kicking. Feels like I am. Feels like I am. Oh, feels like I am circling the tree.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Obligatory how's it going question. I've got a poem to read. Yeah. I don't have a prepared introduction. Yeah. Except I do, but so now I remember it. It's in honor of the sunshine, which has returned. Thank the Lord. Of Love by Mary Oliver. I have been in love more times than one, thank the Lord. Sometimes it was lasting, whether active or not. Sometimes it was all but ephemeral, maybe only an afternoon, but not less real for that. They stay in my mind, these beautiful people, or anyway, beautiful people to me, of which there are so many. You and you and you, whom I had the fortune to meet, or maybe missed. Love, love, love. It was the core of my life, from which, of course, comes the word for the heart. And, oh, have I mentioned that some of them were men and some were women and some, now carry my revelation with you, were trees or places or music flying above the names of their makers, or clouds, or the sun, which was the first and the best, the most loyal for certain, who looked so faithfully into my eyes every morning. So I imagine such love of the world, its fervency, its shining, its innocence and hunger to give of itself. I imagine this is how it began. Thanks.
I'm going to start out with a poem that everybody should be able to relate to right now. By the way, I'm not a slam poet. I'm not a spoken word poet. I'm just a poet. I write on paper. I'm not too dramatic. Just letting you know. I do, however, have some books for sale out front out there. So hopefully I won't turn you off to my books. This is called Tracking. Tracking. I'm afraid spring has been lost in the mail, delivered to the wrong address, perhaps states away, or even to another country. I have a friend who ordered a pair of shoes. The warehouse was a few hundred miles away, downstate. The shoes left the warehouse for a centralized shipping facility on the coast, was tracked to Australia, then Europe, before re-entry to the US and San Francisco. I fear spring is like those shoes, traveling the world in search of a home, delivery delayed, lost in transit. And so we don our winter coats again today, slip, slide into April on a forecast of mixed ice and snow, gritting our teeth and checking the delivery app on our phones. Where is my package now? I placed my order for spring months ago, and it hasn't arrived. No. I had a dear friend that passed a couple years ago, and I'm constantly wondering what to do with myself when I think up bright ideas and she's not there to do them with me. So this is for Donnabelle, letter from a friend. What am I now that you are gone? There are words for those left behind by spouses, widow, widower. There is a term for children who have lost their parents. But what do you call a friend who is lost without their very best friend? Who carries on a one-side conversation while shopping, doing puzzles, eating out? I am writing about you, wherever you are, repeating your favorite sayings, lecturing myself like you used to about salt. You knew the names of all the flowers, but I can't recall them without you. The flowers in my garden fail to take root, or if they do, grow leggy. I went to a concert the other night and you weren't there to remind me not to sit too close. The guitars were so loud. You would love the blueberries they have on sale right now. I can eat them with ice cream and think of you, how you loved fruit for dessert. Never ate the crust of the pie. I know these things like a sister or a daughter, but I am just your friend of many years, full of memories, but nameless in my time of loss. This is a recent events, current events poem, which I don't write many of. the many parts of one body. I search for mass on my phone, and it tells me nothing about the 21-year-old in Michigan who has now survived 2 school shootings. Instead, it lists the 3 nearest churches where I can go to pray. It tells me the greater the mass of a body, the smaller the change produced by an applied force. I try to calculate the massed bodies, the weight of survivors' guilt against the applied force of those sleek, jacketed bullets, the disparity of intent versus effect about change. What defect of heart must it take to kill as a manner of dying? Because the shooters mostly die in the end, by their own hand or by armed police. What looses them from the gravitational pull that holds the rest of us together? What change do they hope to induce by scattering flesh-eating bullets in rapid succession into the body of our hope? How do we calculate the sum of despair? This is titled A Reimagining, as we so often do with our lives as we get a little older and look back. A reimagining. On a day by the river, the waters surfaced steely but calm. A younger me sat in the grass, happily alone. I was listening for the quiet scuff of the water, entranced by the day's stillness. A handful of mallards scuttered along, dipping heads, tipping their orange paddle feet up into the gray sky. I sat a long time, the clouds imperceptibly thinning. When the sun suddenly cut through, light saber bright. It parted the last of the clouds, plunged its sharp edge into the river's hard surface, and dove down, 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 the sun a lance, opening a spot for me there in the parted waters. And I stood and I dove in and swam for that spot as if it were my home, my destiny. On better days, I live there still, lithe, shining, encased in gold light. These next 2 pieces are 2 of many, many, many things I've written over the past year during a cancer journey. This is untitled. This is how we lose time. Sometimes in the slow drip of days, sometimes in a cascade of events. Some days adrift in fog, others blanketed in snow, which is to say it's been a whole year now since the clinic called with the results and time turned on its head, took a tumble into this jagged new reality. And this is the pair to it. Somewhere. This is a very raw poem. I have not posted it anywhere. I haven't sent it anywhere. I haven't read it anywhere before. So here we go. It's called Marrow, previously called The Curve of Her Fist. Changed before I've even used it anywhere. Marrow. The rhythm of her fist pounding into her thigh is the rhythm of sex or rapid gunfire. This is her particular form of self-harm, her love-hate relationship with herself, her body. The curve of her fist is more beautiful, more generous than her decimated breast, her thigh more voluminous. She stares at both. Her fist now loose and idle, her flesh. She sees how a fork would fit in the gap between bent thumb and opposable palm, how it might be gripped and thrust tines down to meet the thigh, to pierce skin, to pour torpedo down through subcutaneous fat to find bone. Surely there is bone. Surely there is more than this slick covering of skin. They say the soul lives close to the heart, but she feels it more in her marrow. The truth of her, hidden under all these layers, her ribs at last exposed by mastectomy. She touches the hard place, the bedrock that now lives at the surface. It rattles like a snare drum. She plays the keys of her bones. I want to leave you with something a little more lighthearted. A neighbor of mine, when I was growing up in Little Falls, we would call it 60s, 70s, around in there. Yeah. Her name is Cheryl Katz, and she writes for National Geographic magazine, a number of science and environmental magazines, and Smithsonian. She recently had an article in the cover article to the Smithsonian magazine in March about a town in Iceland that tries to save pufflings that go the wrong direction. Puffling being a baby puffin. Baby puffin. So she challenged me. I told her I loved a line in her article. I said it'd be a great children's book. Nobody steal this because we're working on it. She called them wrong way pufflings. And I thought, oh, great title for a kid's book. And so she challenged me back to write a poem about it. So this is the wrong way puffling. If I were a puffling making my way out into the world for the very first time, I would be thinking of the sea and the stars. The sea and the stars and the moon, definitely the moon. And I could be forgiven for confusing the electric lights on that tiny Icelandic island for stars, and the big round globes of the streetlights for the moon. I could be forgiven for heading inland toward those lights instead of toward shore and the sea. If I were a puffling, new to the world and unsure, I could be forgiven for seeking safety under cars in that strange, hard place, for seeking out the dark places behind shops, under dumpsters. I would tremble. I would skitter away from helping hands, soft-mitted though they are, that tried to scoop me up. If I were a puffling headed the wrong way, I would be so surprised to be cupped in those knitted palms, to see those pale lips sound out such soothing round vowels, to look into human eyes wide with wonder. We would be a wonderment to each other. If I were a wrong way puffling, being carried back to the cliffs and flung into the air by the flightless ones, I wonder, would I carry their hope along with me on the wind, lift their spirits with my young wings? I am a puffling.
Well, up in the morning, work like a dog. It's better than sitting like a bump on a log. Mind all your manners, be quiet as a mouse. Someday you'll own a home that's big like a house. I know this fella, he eats like a horse, knocks his old balls around the old golf course. You ought to see his wife, she's a cute little dish, smokes like a chimney and drinks like a fish. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Elvis had a woman with a head like a rock. I wish I had a woman that made my knees knock. Why, she'd sing like an angel and she'd like a bird. And if I wrote a song, she'd know every single word. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Kiss a little baby and give the world a smile. And if you take an inch, you better give 'em back a mile. 'Cause if you lie like a rug and you don't give a damn, you're never gonna be as happy as a clown. Why, I'm sitting in a hotel and I'm trying to write a song. My head is just as empty as the day is long. Why, as clear as a bell, I should have stayed in school. I'd be wise as an owl instead of stubborn like a mule. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Thank you. Don't get your fingers. The Neil Young song called Words. Someone and someone went down by the pond looking for something to plant the lawn. Out in the field, they're turning the soil. I'm sitting here hoping this water will boil. When I look through the window and down on the road, they're bringing me presents, just saying hello, saying words, words, between the lines of age. Words, words, between the lines of age. I was a junk man selling you cars, washing your windows or shining your stars, thinking your mind was my own in a dream. How could it matter, or how could it seem? Living in castles, a few at a time. The king started laughing and talking in rhyme, singing words, words between the lines of age. Words, words between the lines of age. Thank you. Really, why I got you all together here tonight, I wanted to tell you about the first three guys that was in line at the pearly gates, and St. Peter says, "What did you do for a living?" And the first guy said, "Well, I was a teacher." St. Peter said, "Well, welcome to heaven. You've done good." The second guy, St. Peter says, "What'd you do for a living?" He says, "I was a doctor." "Well, you've done really good too. You better get right in there." Third guy, St. Peter says, "What'd you do for a living?" He says, "I was a bass player." St. Peter said, "Well, then you got to go in through the side door and through the kitchen." This song's called Make Me Feel Like Something. There's a life, a certain kind of life. Has it ever shown on me? I want my life to be, baby, to live with you, live with you. But there's a way, everybody say, to do each and every little thing. And what good does this bring, baby, if I ain't got you, ain't got you? Oh, baby, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to love somebody the way I love you. And I pray I might see your face again. I praise each and every night. How can love be so blind? Oh, I'm so sad, so sad. But there's a way. Everybody say, to do each and every little thing. And what good does this bring, baby, if I ain't got you, ain't got you? Oh, baby, you don't know what it's like. No, baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, love somebody the way I love you. of light, certain kind of light. Has it ever shone on me? I want my life to be, baby, to live with you, live with you. Oh, baby, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to love somebody, love somebody the way I love you. Love somebody, love somebody the way I love you. Thank you. Got one more for you then. Just gonna call it a night, I guess. This is called Ripple. If my words did move with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on a harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. Thoughts are wandering, perhaps they're better left unstrung. I don't know, don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air. Ripple in still waters when there is no pebble toss, no end to know. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be again, may it be full. There is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still waters when there is no pebble toss, no wind to blow. You who choose to lead must follow. And if you fall, you fall alone. If you should stay, no one may harm you. If I knew the way, I would take you home. Da da da, la da 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 da, la da la da da la da 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 da, la da 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 da. If I knew the way, I would take you home. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out to Great River Arts tonight. We loved having you here for this event. Our next open mic night is the first Thursday in May, so we hope you come out for that, and we hope to see you before then. So have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.